Did I tell you about what I'm doing for the kids?
No.
Oh, I haven't told you what I'm doing for the kids. Oh man, you're gonna love this. I'm basically okay. I know they have tabletop versions of the Pokemon game that you can play. We know this, right?
Okay.
They have like there's like little ones.
Game?
Like no, not card game, like tabletop as in like actual like a game, like a right? Yeah. I'm turning Pokemon Yellow into a D&D session for my kids.
That's cool.
I'm going to take the entire campaign of Pokemon Yellow and then I'm going to adjust it, but they're 6 and 4, so I have to make it simple. I can't make it really hard. I can't make it super difficult and complicated. It's going to be very basic and simple. And what we're going to do here, right, is basically they're going to get to pick a starter. So I now have my 3 starters right here. Boop, boop, boop. They're going to roll. Whoever gets the highest gets to pick first. And that's going to be their starter Pokemon. And when they go into the wild, I'm going to have them go from where we are now, like Pallet Town, into, is it Pewter City or Pewter Town?
I think it's City.
Pewter City? I can never remember that for some stupid reason. We're going to have them go into Pewter City, right? And on the way, they're going to go through all the grasslands and all stuff. And I'm going to set up random Pokemon encounters while they do this, okay? The random Pokemon encounters while they do this, and they'll have the chance to catch those Pokemon in the thing to build their team, right? And like there'll be multiples of them. And then the way I have it set up is as you can see on these right here. I'm gonna show real quick. Yo, Mojo, what's going on? You bet. We stream our podcasts over here, Mojo. That's what we do. We stream the podcast over here, bud. And then I put it up on YouTube. It's just easier that way. So here. See how on here, like, you know how they have the hit points up there? I'm taking the 0 away. So the 0 is going to leave and they're only going to have the 7. So Charmander on there says 70 hit points. They're going to have 7 hit points. And then each of them are going to get a D6. And wherever they roll, that's the amount of damage they will do to the Pokemon that they're fighting. If they KO the Pokemon, they will have the ability to roll a D4 to catch it. But if they KO a Pokemon, they have to roll a 50% or above. It's actually going to be easier to catch a Pokemon that's not KO'd than it would be to KO a Pokemon and catch it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you KO it and I give you a D4, you have to roll a 3 or 4 to catch the Pokemon and have it added to your party. If you KO it and you don't pass that roll, the Pokemon now leaves. Right?
Yeah.
And then goes away, and now you have to try to get another random encounter to catch that Pokemon again, if you can. But if they do damage to said Pokemon, say they do damage to a Pidgey and it's got 60 HP, which means 6 HP, what will happen in that scenario is they will have the ability to roll their D6. Say they get a 5 and they do 5 damage to it, then has 6 hit points. Now has 1 hit point left. Now all they have to do is basically, essentially, as long as they roll that dice, they will catch the Pidgey. Because every 25% life that goes down, it takes it down a notch. So you just have to get that number and above to catch the Pokemon. So if it's 100%, you need a 4. If it's 75%, you need a 3 or a 4. 50%, a 2, 3, or 4. 25%, basically a 1 and above. So it's essentially, if you get it down to 25%, you pretty much guarantee catch that Pokemon. They then get it, and when they go fight a boss or they fight a gym trainer or something like that, they can pick which one they want to send out. There'll be no healing. There'll be no like having to get Pokeballs and all that stuff. That'll make it way too complicated for a 4 and a 6-year-old, right? So we're just gonna make it very basic, very basic. But that's essentially what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give them the ability to learn how to play D&D through the Pokemon campaign.
Yeah, no, I think that's phenomenal, man. I think that's a good way to get them introduced to that. And
exactly.
I think
they would absolutely love it, man. Just absolutely love it. I'm super excited about it. I'm making the whole thing. I've already done all the rules and everything like that. I've got all my D&D books just over here sitting on the thing because I've been like doing nothing but D&D stuff for a solid like last couple of weeks. I'm super excited about it. I got a bunch of like Bristol board down here that I'm gonna draw on for like Pewter City and like Pallet Town and like Viridian Forest. I'm gonna draw the Viridian Forest, so they have to like move through the forest and like get to the next area, and that's where they'll have the random encounters. It's gonna be, oh dude, I'm so excited about it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing for the kids.
I think it's gonna be great for them.
Now either they're gonna love it or they're gonna hate it. It's one or the other. That's where we're at right now with it. It's one or the other. There's no in between, right? There's not gonna be an in between.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, yeah, let's play this, or they're gonna be like, nah, let's not play this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not down.
I'm bored.
Yeah, I'm bored, right?